David is in Chicago and he's looking for a job at the Majestic Cab Company. Our music today is very Gershwin-esque, though it sounds more like An American in Paris than Rhapsody in Blue. But when you're doing conscious imitation, you can mix stuff up if you want to.
With the driver's out, I'm usually the only one here. These are all my backup cars. We're just like the Boy Scouts, always prepared.
They're all backup cars?
Well, of course. What with the gas crisis, I had to let a few drivers go.
You let drivers go, but you hire me.
David, hon, you ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, are you?
Let's go down a rabbit hole for just a moment. Look a gift horse in the mouth isn't that prevalent anymore, but in 1979 it was common. Way back when, you could tell a lot about what kind of shape a horse was in by examining its teeth. The expression came about because it was considered bad manners to check the teeth if someone gave you a horse. It's like if someone gave you a 100-inch flat-screen TV and you asked if it has sufficient resolution and HDMI inputs. You're kind of insulting the gift. So it was with a horse. If I gave you one, you were supposed to wait until you got home to find out if I gave you a good horse or a broken-down nag with 2 hooves in the glue factory. David does need a job, and he says he has an out-of-state license. She won't bother to check if that's true, and if we're seeing this right, she'll never even ask for his last name. She's kind of shoving the job onto him because she can see that he needs one and that he's a decent person. David is protesting that he doesn't know the city. Only David Banner would go around the country consistently trying to talk people out of giving him a job.
Can you read a map?
Sure.
Good.
Why? Is it so hard finding people who can read maps?
Eric, you here?
Yeah. David, hon, I'm going to show you just how hard it is. Watch.
Eric, this is David. He just joined Majestic.
I think we can see what Eric's deal is.
Hi.
Hello.
Eric, hon, show me. Which way is south?
Let me think. The opposite of north, let me think now. Here?
Very good, hon. You've been practicing.
We can also see why Colleen employs Eric. There's a good chance nobody else will. He's slow. You know that's all most employers can see. But Colleen sees with her heart, and she knows everybody deserves a chance to at least feel like they're making their own way, and she's slowly teaching him in the process. Unfortunately, Colleen's heart is way bigger than her bank account.
Hey, it's great you're joining up. You must be one gutsy guy.
Why's that?
Are you kidding? Working for Majestic.
What Eric means is that driving a cab can be lonely, hard work.
I doubt that's all he means, but right now she has a heart condition. The pills she takes look a lot like nitroglycerin. She won't lie down like David wants her to. Instead, she shows him to his car, and he gets started on the job.
You didn't tell him, did you?
Isn't it about time you started your shift?
No, in fact, we'll learn that she stood flat-footed and lied to him.
Hello, Colleen.
What do you want?
First of the month, collection time.
You know I can't pay you back yet. Well, maybe I can write you a check for some.
Keep your rubber checks. You need them to patch your flats.
I want to pay you back, but how can I when you keep scaring off my drivers? Poor Dwayne is still in the... He's still in the hospital.
An accident.
At least give me a chance. I worked 20 years building Majestic, It's all I know. It's my life.
I'm not sure why she thinks any of that matters to him. He sees a business he can take over, and that's the goal. No drivers, no money, and by this time next month he'll own Majestic. That's what he cares about. He lets her know that if her new driver doesn't leave immediately, he'll be in the hospital right alongside Dwayne. His name is Swift, and he's a sort of local mini kingpin in the area. The other guy is his enforcer, Sam Egan. Sam is played by John Cedar, whom patrons know well as Corporal Langenscheidt in Hogan's Heroes. Whenever Klink screams at Schultz, Schultz turns around and screams at Langenscheidt.
You better tell him. He could get hurt.
Hurt? Oh, nonsense. You been hurt?
Hey, I don't bring in enough fares here to pay the phone bill. Miss Swift knows you've been, just carrying me.
Eric, hon, if he stays on a little longer, other drivers will see. They'll start coming back. I can pay Swift back.
Yeah, she's got a huge heart, but that 8-ball she's behind is bigger. She's using David as an example, and if Sam gets to him, he'll be the wrong kind of example, just like Dwayne. At least that's what Eric thinks. We know David has a big green ace up his sleeve. Colleen starts trying to talk him out of doing this.
Colleen, is something wrong?
Why, no. I just felt obligated to warn you about the business.
Then consider your obligation fulfilled.
She still won't tell him about Swift, the one piece of related information that he could really use, which is to say he's probably being targeted, he'll have to do without.
Uh-oh. There's another contraction.
Keep up your breathing.
I just hope Ben, that's my husband, makes it to the hospital in time. See, he works a good hour and a half away in the suburbs, in one of those shopping malls.
Well, the traffic's not too bad.
Oh, it just breaks Ben's heart. You know, we've done all these special exercises together and everything.
Lamaze was the big thing for expectant mothers at the time. When we had our first one, we did it. Then when we got into the delivery room, an unfamiliar doctor and a couple of arrogant nurses started contradicting my directions. My poor wife was confused, and I finally had to get her to look at me and tell her to ignore them. One of the nurses tried to lecture me until she saw the way I was looking at her. She stopped mid-word.
He even bought a new camera. He's having it sterilized to take into the delivery room.
I took a camera to our second child's birth, and they didn't mention sterilizing it. I don't see the need. Nobody's planning to have the kid hold it anyway. David needs gas. The lady's contractions are about 10 minutes apart, so they should have time.
Hey!
People just get crazy behind the wheel.
What the hell are you doing? You're gonna bring the woman back here!
Can he really not tell that this is deliberate? Sam will make him spin out, but except for the dents in the car, there's no real harm. On to the gas station.
2 hours I'm in this line.
You think that's bad? I spent the night here.
It's a conspiracy, I tell you, a conspiracy. And don't let the oil companies tell you different.
Will you quit your yap and move your car?
All right, but it's still a conspiracy.
She's right, it's a conspiracy, but not by the oil companies, by several Arab countries. The Iranian Revolution of 1979 changed almost everything. The Ayatollah almost immediately reduced oil production, leading several other countries to follow suit, and suddenly we had the long lines, the rationing, the whole bit. In 1973, the Arab nations did the same thing, and I remember those long lines and signs saying, "Sorry, no more gas." I was living in a remote Bible college in central Montana in 1979, so I missed this one. Aw, shucks.
Pardon me, could I get ahead of you in line? I got a pregnant woman in my cab she's about to deliver.
Buddy, You try to get in front of me, you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Excuse me, will you please let me in front of you? I have a woman in labor in my cab. She's about to deliver.
Sure. I'll bet you got a whole maternity ward in there.
If you don't believe him, get out of your car and go look. I understand his desire to keep his place in line, but yeah.
Hello, base. This is 43 to base.
Roger, 43. Go ahead.
Colleen, this is David. I have a pregnant woman in my cab. She's about to deliver.
I'm for Dr. Hunt. Take her to the hospital.
I can't. I'm out of gas. I'm at a station right now at the corner of 7th and Cloverleaf. Can you call an ambulance right away?
Knowing this town's ambulance service, by the time they get there, the kid'll be ready for first grade.
It will if you keep talking and don't call the ambulance.
Well, what about sending another driver?
I'll come for you, David. Where's Cloverleaf? South side.
Isn't there anybody else?
He's the only one available. David, you best try to get gas.
All right, I am, but please, will you call that ambulance?
There has to be someone who will let him in, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Allotment sold.
David, I got a map right here. Just a minute now, I'll find you. Cloverleaf.
Imagine, I had to miss things like that. Don't you feel sorry for me? I certainly do.
Excuse me, please, I need some gasoline.
I've sold my daily allotment.
But this is an emergency. If I could just get 1 or 2 gallons, I have a pregnant woman in my cab and she's about to deliver.
Forget it. Everybody pulls that pregnancy line. Woman delivered yesterday, right where you're standing. Gave birth to 2 pillows.
What?
I've never been to Chicago, so someone please tell me, is every guy in town a jerk? Every guy at this station is. David keeps pleading.
I told you, Mac, no more gas.
She's ready to deliver. All right, now look, her life could be in danger, don't you?
Get off my property!
Please help! My water broke!
I'm starting to think that half the reason David keeps turning into the Hulk is because he represses his anger in situations like this. If he had belted that guy the second he opened the door, grabbed him by the ear and dragged him out to see the lady, they both could have avoided this. By the time he's done with this place, Sam will realize he has an urgent appointment somewhere else. How can you help but love the music? It says this guy is in big trouble, but somehow it's probably going to be a little silly. It's music to stalk people by that's worthy of Inspector Clouseau.
Excuse me, but we're closed.
He disagrees. Considering you can't lock the door because it's not there anymore, you might as well stay open.
Gas? You want gas? Share as much as you want on the house. Coming right up. Don't get excited. Coming right up.
Now the problem is the Hulk knows he needs gas, but he doesn't remember why. Also, our man can't remember that you get the hose loose by lifting up about this much, then pulling it straight out. Turn that handle that it's sitting on and it resets the counters and starts the pump. Then give it to the green guy and hope he doesn't make you eat it. My wife had each of our kids in less than 10 hours. Every doctor said she dilated impossibly fast. If we had been in a TV show, we would have had the kid before we even knew we had conceived one. Our new mom, in the credits she's listed as Jean, but I didn't hear anybody say her name, didn't even see the Hulk. She's too tired to open her eyes. I suspect it's just as well. The Hulk hears an ambulance siren. To him, sirens mean crazy people with guns. Time to go. Back at Majestic Cab, David can't explain to Colleen why he has to leave. It's a personal issue.
They must have scared you bad.
What?
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to cover up. I understand.
Colleen, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You mean nobody muscled you at that gas station?
No. Someone sideswiped me, but that was before. But what's this all about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just that there have been so many attacks on cab drivers lately.
Just tell him, Colleen. He kind of has a right to know before they muscle him. Esther Roll promised her father that she would never become a maid or a servant, so for most of her career, those were the roles she excelled at most. She's best known as Florida Evans on Good Times. She was doing stage work with the Negro Ensemble Company when Norman Lear noticed her and cast her as Florida in his hit series Maude with B. Arthur. Viewers loved her character, and that led to the spin-off. She refused to do the show unless it had a strong father figure. Jimmy Walker was the other standout with his trademark dynamite! Ms. Roll didn't like his character. She said he was a stereotype. I didn't watch a lot of the show, but I have to say I think the character was more of a caricature than a stereotype. There's a big difference. Anyway, Good Times was just wrapping up when she did this episode, and she's really showing her dramatic acting chops. In fact, we have no idea how strong her dramatic acting chops are.
It's just a personal matter.
Personal matter? I don't have time for personal matters. My dad died and left me Majestic and a whole stack of bills. It's the nearest thing to a marriage I've known. And let me tell you, Majestic is one lousy provider.
That's how it goes with arranged marriages sometimes. She might do well to let it go, but not to Swift.
But it is mine. Oh, David, if you'll stay on, other drivers will see that it's okay, and they'll start coming back. And I could get Majestic on his feet. Oh.
Your heart?
Mm-hmm.
Colleen, have you seen a doctor recently?
All he says is I've got to avoid stress, get other people to help out.
David is such a pushover. He'll stay until she can find somebody else. And speaking of Swift...
A huge green creature, huh? Well, I suppose that would have stopped me, too. Big green creature. The people I deal with now, you mess up with them only one time. If you want to stick around, you better do your job, okay?
I do my job.
Okay. I want Majestic to front for these drug connections. You find out if that new guy's still driving. If he is, I want him stopped immediately before other drivers get the wrong idea, okay?
Swift is middle management for the mob. His job is to move their drugs along to the next level of dealers and collect the money. We don't know what they're packaging. In 1979, it was probably heroin. Cocaine was around and popular, but it really started to become the drug of choice in the 80s or thereabouts. David is in his car doing his job while Sam follows him. David is waiting for a fare that specifically asked for a Majestic Cab.
Sorry I'm late. Took forever to get the room.
I want to go to the corner of 7th and Cloverleaf. It's a gas station.
Wouldn't you know it? Jack starts asking about recent events.
My name's McGee. I'm a reporter. Have you been with Majestic for long?
A couple of years.
Got any new guys around there?
It's a big company. Well, what are you doing? You writing an article on cabbies or something?
Yeah, well, I might be, maybe one.
Well, why don't you write it about me? I mean, my wife would get a big kick out of it.
Well, I don't think you exactly fit my needs.
Well, how come? I mean, I've been driving a hack a long time, you know. I know all the ins and outs.
Sorry.
You're positive now? I don't mind talking about myself, you know. Would you like to hear about when I was a kid?
Not really.
Oh, that was nice. If you want a reporter to ignore you, start begging for attention. It's a universal code that means I will bore you to death. This seems to be happening rather often. At the station, Jack says, "I'll only be a minute. Keep the meter running."
Well, you think you'd recognize this cabbie if you saw him again?
Are you pulling my leg? Better get out your checkbook.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? That was the guy.
I wonder how long Jack Colvin worked on that series of expressions. It was time well spent. That was genuinely impressive. Another reason why he's so right for that part.
It wasn't my fault.
Forget it, Sam.
Look, he was just lucky. I'll nail that sucker next time.
Sam, I got more important business to worry about some hackers making a fool out of you.
Just give me one more shot at him.
Do whatever you want. Only I think you do better looking for a job. And don't use me for a reference.
Sam. Put him up. I'll tear that cabbie apart.
It's personal now. And as we'll see, Sam has not yet begun to be dumb.
Colleen, this coat belongs to a reporter named McGee. Now, when he comes for it, please tell him as little about me as possible.
David, hon, I don't understand. You said you'd stay.
I'm sorry, but things have changed. This man can make a great deal of trouble for me.
Oh, David, I'll give him the runaround. I'll put him off. You'll never want for...
Colleen!
Oh! My pills, David, quick! Oh! Quick, David, quick!
Colleen? These are saccharin.
You're ridiculous.
The only thing that this will cure is a bad cup of coffee.
Not to mention, if you're a Canadian lab rat and you eat something like 35 tons of it in 3 weeks, it'll give you cancer. Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with that, or if you'd like to hear more at some point.
Why would my doctor do such a thing? Why would take such a risk with my health?
You don't have a heart condition, except when you want one.
Remember what I said about Esther Roll's dramatic acting chops? Yeah, she comes clean about Swift, the other drivers, all of it. As if David is going to walk away from that.
I'd like to help.
Yep, that's our David.
But I can't.
Give me that again.
But I can't.
He really can't, not if Jack is going to be poking around looking for his probably expensive coat. He's told Colleen enough that she understands. She doesn't like it, but neither does he.
Well, good luck, hon.
You too. Thank you.
You take care of yourself now.
Maybe he should have stayed. Jack saw that. So did Colleen.
Hey! One of your drivers just got hit.
Which way did he go?
Off to the right.
It's your name, McGee.
Yeah, what?
Oh, call the police. Call the police.
As if he's sure that driver is the Hulk. No way is he not joining this chase. So Sam has an unconscious David in his back seat and he's heading out of town. Colleen is following in one cab. Jack is right behind in another.
How are you? You got the stuff? Right here. It better be good. You sure this place is safe?
Don't worry. It's safe.
Hey, we know what we're doing. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Let's do some business.
That's the money man. Swift finally gets to sell his stuff to the tune of $500,000. That's about $2.2 million today. No wonder he's excited. And no wonder the other guy is nervous. Colleen gets on the radio and tells Eric to watch for a blue car with Sam Egan driving. He reports that the car turned down Quarry Road, which leads to, wait for it, a quarry. An operational rock quarry is where those guys are having their little swap meet. Now, remember when I said this? Sam has not yet begun to be dumb.
What is this?
I told you I could take care of him.
What are you talking about?
The cabbie, I got him outside in the car.
You brought him here? What are you, crazy?
I don't like new faces, so bury him.
You heard what the man said. Now!
Sam needs to go to prison before he hurts himself, or at least find a less volatile line of work. He's not cut out for this enforcer stuff. Let's have a look at just how confused he is. He realized that David was still in the back seat, but he forgot that back door open, so he dragged him out the front. Sam is not having a good day. There's a pit nearby, and a conveyor belt is filling it with crushed rock. May as well fill it with David, too. Or not. David's other half has different ideas. Hey Sam, I think he wants to talk to you. Ever wonder how one of those conveyor things would work without a motor? Wonder no more, there's your answer. How does it work without a motor? It doesn't. He retains enough of David's wits to remember that Sam is small fried. When I was a kid hearing the phrase small fry, I naturally assumed we were talking about French fries, and the small fry were the little pieces. I was very unhappy when I told my dad that, and he laughed so hard he couldn't talk. When he settled down, he patiently explained that Fry is what we call baby fish. So the Hulk knows that Swift is the big fish, the one who's behind all the hurt and the trouble.
You leave David alone!
What is this, Swift, a party?
Mickey, get her out of here.
I want you to take her, and I want you to put her in the same hole, too.
All right.
Come on, lady.
You can take Majestic. Just leave David alone.
Now, you look, man.
Okay, just come on. Hold it. Oh, my God.
Mickey did a worse thing than Sam did. He manhandled the Hulk's friend. He gets a window where Sam only got a mud puddle. And now a lot of all that lovely drug dust is on the floor.
What is that?
I don't know.
Let's get out of here.
Wait! The stuff is good! Take the stuff!
And the rest of all that lovely drug will become part of a cement foundation somewhere. The money guys are long gone. I don't think they'll be answering Swift's calls henceforth. By the way, it's Swift's turn. The Hulk is making his way up the pecking order. Sam gets a puddle. He's bottom rung. Mickey is further up, so he gets a wall. Swift is at the top of the food chain, so he gets a wall and a shed. It's all about proportion. Yes, Jack, that's a perfectly good hammer. Why do you want to break it on him? Do you think Colleen knows he's David? That little smile kind of hints at it. If she has figured it out and McGee is right here, she understands now why David has to move on. But really, his job is done. He saved Majestic from Swift, drivers are going to know that and start coming back, and Colleen will be fine, fake heart condition and all.
That's not entirely true. My cholesterol is high.
In 1979, whose wasn't? I think my dog had high cholesterol. But, as he said, it's only a problem when she wants it to be. Other drivers will get wise to it, and Swift is out of the picture, so she can drop the act. Then again, it'll probably continue to work on Eric. I suppose that's something.
Come on, Mrs. Jensen, you must know his name.
I told you, Mr. McGee, I don't know anything about him.
What about his license? If he's a cab, he has to have a driver's license.
I never asked. Just took it on faith he had one. I'm like that, Mr. McGee, trusting. Sometimes to a fault.
Look, Miss Jensen, if you're trying to protect him, you could be in danger.
You'd better take this, Mr. McGee. It's getting cold outside. You better get this to the cleaners before the stain sets.
I think they took him to the cleaners all right. Do I even have to mention that David is in the office listening to this and probably trying to keep from laughing his butt off?
I'll give you that ride now.
No, that's all right, but thank you very much. You gonna be all right?
Oh, hon, I got it made. Swift lost syndicate dope. 500 G's worth. He's in trouble.
Remember how that stuff became part of a cement foundation somewhere? There's a good chance Swift will do the same thing. This episode is a little unusual because some of the bad guys, specifically the money men, got away. But they were peripheral to David's issue, and thus the Hulk's issues, so it's not important for the story. Esther Rolls showed us some more of her incredible talent, and David left her and Majestic better than he found them. I'd say all's well with the world. The Hulk even got to humiliate Jack McGee a little. Okay, that could be considered a perk, but even so. The expression came about because it was considered mad banners